So that's just the nature of women, and they're insecure in a general sense because most women think that somebody else wants their man, and to an extent, it may be true, right? Somebody else is shooting for their man, but if that be the case, see, it's a double-edged sword that they didn't. They know it's a part of the game, but they don't want to be a part of it, even though they want that top guy, right? So they want the guy that look good. They want the guy that make a lot of money. They want the guy that got all the visibility and the fame and that can afford the lifestyle that they want and bring them along with them. And they want to be the queen. What they don't want, which is something that they're instinctively signing up for, is for everybody else to want what they have if they just so happen to get it. That just come with the game. If you got a dude that have any level of significance, that just come with it. And so the problem a lot of times, in my opinion, is that a lot of women want to be a part of the business. They want to be a part of the brand. They want to do it along with you or whatever. And instead of just enjoying their life and being in a little bubble, they want to be visible and a part of it. And so as a result, what it really does is it exemplifies that insecurity even more instead of alleviating it. Because if you trust him and he doing whatever he got to do and he taking care of business and he ain't the type of dude to be fucking around, then you don't have to worry about that playing on your insecurity. But because she's on his social media, but because she's all up in that, it's just going to continue it's going to be a part of her life, whether she got cheated on before, whether he did anything or not. That is always going to be a part of the narrative because that's just the nature of a woman to be insecure by the idea that they know that a bunch of other girls want their man. It's just the way.
Do y'all think it's difficult to deal with a guy that is either on social media or personal trainer or around women all the time? Like, is that difficult for women to deal with? I don't know.
He asking it for his.
I don't think it's difficult if the man knows how to deal with it. Some men don't know how to deal with it, and they're messy. So like I said, like Anton was saying, she's gotten to a point where I think she realizes the man that she has, and so it's not worth complaining and saying take this down. She knows who she has. She at this point she's probably been face front with what she signed up for. You don't realize all the attention that you're going to get. And then once it starts to come, that's when the insecurities come out. Because in your head, you're not even thinking, anyone can be better than you or whatever. But then when they come, you're like, all right, what's going on?
Y'all just need to go get y'all a regular guy. No. Because there's nothing that a man can do that's going to make him less wanted, right? The more successful he becomes, the more wanted he's going to become. Y'all got to get y'all a regular guy. Get you a guy that work his 9 to 5, come home,
work at UPS or something.
Yeah, whatever he do, get you a guy that you can.
He get busy.
I was just about to say, it don't even matter. As a woman,
no, it does matter.
It's exemplified times 1,000
right.
when you get to a certain level, right? But if you get to a regular guy, you don't have to worry as much because you're not as insecure by the idea that he is in a highly visible position that then comes with a lot of other stuff that come with it. If you don't want that lifestyle,
Anton, they don't want them, Anton. They don't.
No, they don't want them, and that's the problem. Is because that's why I said you can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to pick a side. Either you want the guy that's highly visible, and whatever comes along with it, but you get all of the gifts and the lifestyle and stuff that comes along with it, or you can get a partner that you have to then, you know what I'm saying, maybe contribute into the household. You got to go to work, whatever, so on and so forth. You don't get the lavish trips all the time or whatever, but you get a nice, secure, middle-class environment that you don't have to deal with as much of the scrutiny that comes along with it.
Because one of the differences between the guy that works at UPS versus a guy that's like just like what Anton is saying, as the visibility is going to get even bigger, higher. So the pressure is even going to get farther. So a woman has to think ahead also, like, okay, can I deal with the level of growth that this person has, whether it's a politician or whatever, because they're always going to be looking to get bigger or higher. But the man that works at UPS, most likely that's just who he's going to be for the rest of his life. So there's less pressure to deal with the 9-to-5 guy because that's really all he's going to be for the rest of his life. So that part right there adds to it also, that the future positive or negative ramifications of the woman's insecurities as the man grows in notoriety.
Well, you know what? This confirms.
Why can't a UPS guy grow?
I think we got to always continue.
What'd you say?
I think we also got to always keep room for grace, right? Sometimes they got to go through the process. I know a lot of women be saying, "Oh, I'm good. I can handle that. I could do all the X, Y, and Z's," and it's easier said than done. And then when they get in that situation, they see, "Damn, how do such and such handle this? How did now you're seeing other women who still by very powerful men, now you really see like these some powerful women who able to deal with all of this. So they got to go through the process as well. When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too, right? I know my saying. So at the end of the day, it's like, they, as Anton said, you got to deal with everything that comes with it, but allow her though to go through the process. It's not going to be easy. And sometimes, and the man got to go through the process of knowing how to get his woman, check her respectfully. Like,
not just check her, but make sure she's good as the dude is growing and changing or whatever. Check in on her, make sure you good. You feel me?
100% providing that emotional and mental support, because it's going to be tough. Listen,
it doesn't matter. You can provide all of the mental support that you want. With dudes like Derek Jackson out here fucking up the game.
Yeah,
bro. It makes it worse for all of us. It makes all of us look crazy.
Not me. It make me look like a superstar.
You married, you good, but I'm just saying, like,
but I mean, that's the thing though, right? The dude,
it makes women think like, is my man going to do the same type of shit? Like, he did it, and then he did it
like that.
The dude she's thinking about, the couple in the video is married, right? Right?
Yes,
you got a point. You got a point.
Yeah,
so why is that a problem? You got a point. They married.
But Anton, the thing with it
pressure
is,
bust pipes.
the thing about it is, you can tell like some of these dudes, right? They wasn't really like that, and then now all of a sudden, they getting all these extra attention, and they don't even know how to handle it.
Yeah, one piece of ass. Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they pop, they become popular. It's like the dudes that try to change their history when they go to college. Like, bro, listen, the people in college who know you from that point on might look at you differently, but those who went with you in high school, they're gonna still, no matter how much you try to reinvent the wheel, you still the same person that they remember in high school. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, some of these guys, as Anton said, messing up the game for a lot of people, because women gonna be, that's what happens when a man get on. He start getting money. He gonna leave his wife for somebody else. And those are the minority. That's not.
They are the cornballs.